Will you heed my call to war?
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most interesting details you may have overlooked in the second episode of Dunk and Egg's adventure.
His name was Sir Aerion of Pennytree, and I am his legacy.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Prophetic play. Prior shows set in Westeros are teeming with foreshadowing, and A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is no exception. This episode features a play telling the tale of Florian the Fool. He's a mythologized hero claimed to have lived thousands of years before Aegon's conquest.
You are Florian the Fool!
I am, my lady. As great a fool as ever lived.
The legend says he was a low-born knight of the Riverlands, and he was also famously a fool with terrible armor. It's hard not to see the similarities between Florian and Dunk. Fascinatingly, the tale of Florian falling in love with a woman while bathing is where Maidenpool gets its name.
Sweet lady, all men are fools, and all men are knights.
Where women are concerned.
Tug of War. Towards the episode's conclusion, Sir Lyonel Baratheon invites Dunk and Egg to aid him in a tug of war.
What is this piss froth? I need muscle.
You would be forgiven if you assumed they weren't acting, because most of them weren't. In an interview, Dexter Sol Ansel, actor for Egg, stated that it became a real battle.
I'll be back, I'll be back, I'll be back. What are you doing, Steve?
Egg's jumping on the rope was an unscripted decision, plus author George R.R. Martin was on set that day, and he adored seeing it. After winning, Dunk throws Egg high in the air. Ansel didn't fall gracefully. His eye ended up accidentally smashing into Peter Claffey's nose. While the shot was used, the injury was cut. It's just one of many things revealing how much passion this pair has for their characters. Lord Stokeworth. When Dunk is trying to persuade the Targaryens to let him fight in the tourney, they mention a battle between his old master and Lord Stokeworth.
He overthrew Lord Stokeworth in the melee at King's Landing, and years before he unhorsed the Grey Lion himself.
He told me of that many a time.
If you have a major interest in the Dance with Dragons, you may remember a Lord Stokeworth pledged their allegiance to Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen. Sir Arlen fought one of Stokeworth's descendants, subtly linking the series to House of the Dragon. You may also remember Lolis Stokeworth from Game of Thrones, who was betrothed to Bronn briefly during Season 5. The arrangement fell through, but if it hadn't, Sir Arlen would have bested Bronn's grandfather-in-law.
I make it a practice to learn all I can of my foes.
Notable house cameos. A favorite pastime of hardcore fans is hunting for interesting sigils and characters from Westerosi houses. The Baratheons are major players, but we've also had a sneak peek into the Tyrells of the period.
House Tyrell. Sir Aerion often spoke of his time in your service as his very finest.
Dunk begins chatting with Leo Tyrell, also known as Leo Longthorn. In the original books, Longthorn is considered one of the greatest Tyrell knights in history, so celebrated that Loras Tyrell controversially claims he's a better jouster than him.
I know him not, man.
We also get a peek of a few more sigils at the beginning of the joust. This includes the Hightowers, leaders of the Greens in House of the Dragon. Fish munching. New timers to the series will likely be perplexed by the knight biting into a raw fish at the tourney's outset. His name, Lord Medgar Tully, a member of the Great House who rules the Riverlands, therefore making him an ancestor of Catelyn Stark. Their sigil is a trout, a fish commonly found in rivers. So that's the main reason he's tucking into a raw fish, but he also hopes it'll intimidate his opponents. House Tully has a few customs, but this is our first time seeing one eat a raw fish, so it's probably just Medgar's thing.
The part with the fish was disgusting.
Maybe in the original series, people would have been a bit more scared of Catelyn if she'd eaten a raw fish and screamed at them. Princes Baelor and Maekar. It's established that the Targaryens still rule Westeros, even if their hold is weaker than in House of the Dragon. In this episode, we're introduced to some of the most important princes in the family.
Perhaps I should go back, sir. Check on the camp.
This includes Baelor and Maekar Targaryen. Both are the sons of Daeron II, also called Daeron the Good, the current king. Baelor is his oldest son, making him the current heir and also the hand of the king.
Our Lord of Ashford humbly welcomes the great and honourable Baelor Targaryen, firstborn son of King Daeron the Good, Prince of Dragonstone, hand of the king, and heir to the Iron Throne.
Maekar, on the other hand, is the fourth son and has 4 sons himself, which will become relevant later. His third son is someone we all know and love, Maester Aemon of Castle Black, one of the few Game of Thrones characters alive during this era. Aerion the Monstrous.
Boy, stop gaping. Sleep among us.
I'm not a stable boy, my lord.
Another Targaryen introduced is Aerion Brightflame, as he'd call himself. His opponents would instead call him Aerion the Monstrous. Aerion inherited Targaryen good looks, but unfortunately also likely got the infamous Targaryen madness.
I have the honor to be a knight.
Oh. Knighthood has fallen on sad days.
Much like Viserys in Game of Thrones, he's convinced he's a dragon in a human body. He's also Maekar's second son and Aemon's older brother. Aerion's mother was Diana Dane, connecting the Targaryens to the legendary knight Sir Arthur Dane. He was famously one of Rhaegar Targaryen's best friends, who was revealed to have been there for the birth of Jon Snow.
Well, if you can't manage horses, then fetch me some wine and a pretty wench.
The Battle of the Redgrass Field. Duncan frequently mentions this battle to the Lords because his old master, Arlen, fought there.
They say they know not Sir Erlen of Pennytree, but he served them. I swear it.
For context, this was the deciding battle for the first Blackfyre Rebellion, which happened 13 years before the series began.
Sir Erlen fought side by side with your brothers at the Redgrass.
This was a brutal civil war between the Targaryens and the Blackfyres, a pretender faction led by Daemon Blackfyre. The Redgrass Field's location isn't confirmed. It was probably near the capital, but it was named after the battle, which is said to have stained the field's grass. About 10,000 died, including Daemon Blackfyre and his oldest sons. Despite the loss, many Blackfyres survived and fled east. It's unlikely that Sir Arlen played a significant role in the fight, however, as confirmed by the Lord's reactions to Duncan.
Sir Erlen wasn't gifted with sword or lance, and he drank, and he whored, and he was a hard man to know.
The meaning of trees.
An elm tree. A big one. Like the one by the river, with the brown trunk and the green branches.
Aye, an elm tree, that would serve.
Trees are massively important in the world of Westeros, not only in a literal sense, like the magical weirwood trees, but in a metaphorical sense too. The show begins with Duncan burying Sir Arlen, who hails from Pennytree. The settlement gets its name from a massive tree with hundreds of pennies nailed to it. We see Dunk and his former master relaxing under a tree when the episode begins. All this tree symbolism has a few meanings. It's a reference to Duncan literally being tall, but also standing firm and remaining pure despite his harsh environment.
That why you slouch? So you don't get punched.
I don't slouch.
Additionally, hedge knights get their name because they often sleep in nature, under hedges and trees, so it's symbolic of Dunk's freedom but low position.
What if it rains?
The tree will shelter me.
Trees leak.
So they do.
Dunk's Sigil. Episode 2 featured the iconic moments where Duncan creates his own sigil, a shooting star above an elm tree with a glorious sunset in the background.
Yeah, the field should be the colour of sunset, because the old man always liked sunsets.
You may remember that episode 1 ended with the duo looking up at a shooting star at night, resting beneath a tree. The pair cobbled it together in a bit of a rush, but it's still loaded with meaning. The shooting star commemorates Dunk and Egg's first night together, while the tree references Sir Arlen, alongside Dunk's role as a hedge knight.
The shooting star above. Could you do that?
Shooting stars also bring good luck, foreshadowing the pair's forthcoming adventures and lifelong friendship.
It didn't feel well handled.
She is painting your shield.
Did you spot all of these details? And did you catch any we didn't mention? Let us know in those comments below.